So this will be another tutorial on Lustre, looking at LUTs and color transforms. Now I work mostly in Rec. 709 color space, so I'm not going to get too complex into LUTs and more specifically color transforms, but I will talk a little bit about the different places you can actually use LUTs within Lustre. This is cache material that I've loaded in, several shots from a spot that we recently worked on. And let's go ahead and take a look at where LUTs get entered into the software so that you can work either under the LUT or before the LUT with the ability to take the LUT off before you export. So first off, if we look at Image, Input LUT, this gives us the ability to put the LUT on before we start our grade. Here you see that I've actually got an Alexa log C to video Rec. 709 extended LUT that I've loaded in. This is something I've downloaded from the ARRI site. And just to show you how to load this in, we're going to go to the file browser here. And I have bookmarked a directory which has some LUTs that I've worked with in the past. And you can see this is the Alexa. This is the same one that I had loaded from before. It's a Lustre LUT, which is log C to video, Rec. 709. And you normally just import it, and that would give us the LUT here in our bin. So let's cancel that. And you can see if I turn this on, we immediately get into looking at how this video reacts to being shown with a LUT at Rec. 709. Same thing, here's another shot. And here's the rest of it with LUTs on for each shot. Now for some people this is a better place to start grading. I prefer not to work this way because when you load a LUT in prior to the grade, you can be clipping your highlights and your lowlights, and that's just something that you try to avoid. So let's take this one off. I'm going to just turn off custom on all these shots. And we're back to our log C video from Alexa. The second place we can enter a LUT or cached material is in Effects. You can actually load in a color transform. We'll hit Browse, and we'll go to Camera, ARRI, and this would be log C to HD video. We're going to import that. As you can see, it gives us a similar look to the LUT that we loaded prior. I'm going to copy this across to each one of these shots just to show you how they react to this LUT. Same idea. Now the difference with this LUT versus the input LUT is the fact that this happens after most of the grading. Not all, but just most. The color transform happens where effects happen, which is prior to the output grade. So if we go to color output, we can still affect our grade, crush the blacks if we want, blow out the whites, and we're not restricted by the LUT. The downside to this is the fact that you can't export the material without the LUT or the color transform and expect that you'll be able to round trip it just by putting that color transform back in. So there are some caveats to working this way. The big benefit though is the fact that I can put a LUT on, I can still grade underneath it either in input or in secondaries, and the material will be affected by the LUT. But I can still then go to my output and do additional grading, kicking up the contrast or whatever I'd like to do. So that's the second place it can go. The third place it can go is on the output. On the output, we can enable color transform, hit custom, add a camera, and this would be log C to HD video also. You notice on my output, I do not have the ability to clip my blacks and my whites because they all get rolled into this LUT. So the advantage is I can now do a color grade, turn the LUT off, and then when I get my material back, I can then put the LUT back on, and I would have access to that same grade that I did before. So that's working with cache material. We have 3 different places in cache material that we can affect with LUTs. Image, input LUT, effects, color transforms, and render on the output, enabling the color transform here. Now with uncached material, we have the same ability for input LUT, color transform here, and render output. Here. But we also have one other place we can do it. Since the material is not managed on the stones, I can do an image transcode, use LUT, enable, custom, add, and the same camera log C to HD video. Okay, I hope that helps give you a little more insight into where LUTs can be used.